Okay, well, this will be the first video of a series of a handful of little videos I'll give you for kind of a familiarization. So in the machine, a whole bunch of things have changed, but most have stayed the same, or a lot stayed the same. So we'll cover a whole bunch of those different features, including this screen in the co-pilot, including these switches. But to start off with, in your manual, in your operator's manual, on page 31, operator, environment, and control. So everybody needs to review that. I will dog ear that page for you. You also have a PDF version of this. And when you go through this, you get to about page 40. 40 covers the whole A pillar, which is what we call this right here. Covers all your switches on there in detail. So the quick highlights on it is there's no more switches here for your AT or for your shift points and stuff. There's no more dial and knob. Everything is done now on the screen. So we'll cover that in the next one of the next videos. This is your collision mitigation. So down here on our screen, we have an icon right there that is going to shift and change when I press this button. So this button means to inhibit that. When I press that button, it'll cancel that or turn it off. So that's only if you're working in tight quarters and you want it off. Otherwise, we're going to leave that on. We go back through all these switches. These are the exact same as on your H series. So there's your tilt in, tilt out function. Again, you push the top and hold it to set it where you want it. There's your boom raise. There's your lower or return to dig. So what that cycle is going to look like is exactly the same as your H series. If I pull back on my lever and I have it turned on, it's going to lift until it cuts out. Then I'm going to dump my bucket. Then I'm going to snap my bucket back. Then I'm going to snap it forward and it's going to stop at the ground, return to dig. Now if I want that to stop a little bit higher up, I'm going to push and hold the top end of this button. I'm going to set that where I want those loader arms to stop when it comes down. Now it's set. If I want this bucket to stop higher, I'm dumping not into the floor, I'm dumping into a grizzly or into a truck or something like that, I can lift it all the way up there. Now I want that to stop up there. I'm going to push and set that. I've now set it. I want to dump my bucket. If I return it and I don't want it totally flat, let's say I want the angle, the tip, the cutting edge tip down, I'll leave it set there. Again, exactly the same as you did on your H. So now that cycle looks like this. It's down, then dump, I snap it back, goes to where I wanted. Snap my return to dig down, goes back to where I set it. Make my scoop, load my bucket, haul back on it. It's going to go to where we set the loader arms to kick out. All on its own. I want to dump my bucket, snap my bucket, return back, return to dig. So those are the three basic functions of these switches. Next switches, you have float and single acting lift. They cannot be on at the same time. Float, as we all know, we turn that one on, we put our bucket on the ground, snap our lever forward. Now our loader arms will float, the bucket will contour. If we're back dragging something, if we are pushing snow or doing anything else with it, we want to turn this off because we don't want gravity of the bucket pushing down on it, but we do want it to be able to, if it hits an obstruction, float up. So that's when we would turn that one on. Boom suspension or ride control button is still the same. It's now just off and on though. The settings will be in the co-pilot screen, so we'll go over those in another video and where to adjust them and how to find them. But this is just off or on. So you have to make sure you have it set the way you want in here and then enable it there. The rest of this is simple. Lights, 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 heated mirrors, wipers. Your mirror control is down here. For your automatic mirrors, left and right, and your adjust. and your hand throttle to rev it up if you want to rev your RPM up because it's cold out, or leave it revved up.